always a good practice to open Abaqus in administrator mode. Right click on the Abaqus CA and choose run as administrator. Only then Abaqus will be able to analyze your job after the end of the experiment. So when you open, you have to choose with the standard/explicit model. This is the default option. Number 2, pressure on a simply supported beam. This is a simply supported beam. We have a beam which is fixed at both ends. If the beam is supported by both ends, it is known as simply supported beam. This is a typical simply supported beam. These supports provide reactions to hold the beam in equilibrium, enables the beam to take up the load. Okay. Now this support is called hinged support. This support is called roller support. So based on the type of support we will be arresting the degrees of freedom of the beam in the problem. Okay. So this is a typical simply supported beam. Now determine the stress distribution and deflection of a simply supported beam as shown below when it is subjected to a pressure of 10,000 megapascal. Assume suitable dimensions and properties. So this is a simply supported beam. If they give pressure means we have studied this as uniformly distributed load UDL. So throughout the beam uniformly the pressure is 10,000 megapascal or 10,000 Newton per mm square. This is the only value given in the question. All the other values we are going to assume material and material properties we will be assuming, dimensions also we will be assuming as per our requirement. As usual, we are going to choose standard explicit model. A new database will be created. So we begin by choosing new part. The create new part dialog box appears. You choose 2D planar deformable wire, approximate size 200. Click continue. And you enter the sketcher area. First we are going to draw a line using create connected lines tool. We are going to click two endpoints. We are going to draw a horizontal line. Don't worry about its dimension. Just make sure the line is horizontal with the help of this H. Now right click, give cancel procedure. Select add a dimension tool. Click the end points of the line and then enter the value as 100. For our problem the length of the beam is 100. So just type 100 and press enter. Click done to exit sketcher. So now we have created the beam. Next we are moving to properties module. Here we will be defining density and other values. So first create material command. Click the create material command to open the edit material dialog box. So in this we are going to give density, general density. So now the material we are assuming is steel. Steel density is 7900 kilogram per meter cube. But since everything is in mm in the software we are using, we are assuming it as mm. We are going to enter that in mm. Next you choose mechanical, elasticity, elastic. Here we have to enter Young's modulus 2E5, Young's modulus of steel, and Poisson ratio 0.3. Click OK. Next we are going to create the cross section profile. So we click create profile command. Last time we have drawn a rectangular beam of 50, 10. Now we are going to draw a circular beam. We will try a circular cross section. So you click circle and click continue. Give the radius as 5. This is just our assumption. Our beam diameter is 10. Click OK. Now you click create section command icon. Select beam. Click continue. In the next dialog box, just ensure material is selected, material 1, just click OK. Now we are going to assign this section to the beam. So click assign section, draw a rectangle with your mouse, select the entire beam, click done. The assign section assignment dialog box appears, just give OK. Next we are going to assign beam orientation. So click assign beam orientation. Once again select the entire rectangle. This is to specify to Abaqus the orientation of your beam. So draw a rectangle, click done, click OK, press enter and then click OK. Again once more you are going to click done. So with this we have assigned material. Now we move to the next module, assembly module. Create part instance. Command. Just ensure dependent mesh on part is selected and click OK. Next we move to step module. In step module, create step command. The default is initial static general. Click continue. In the next dialog box, just click OK. All the values are predefinedly correct. Now we move to load module. In load module, first we are going to specify boundary conditions. So we click create boundary condition. Before giving load, you have to give create boundary condition. And the first thing you have to ensure is for a boundary condition, step is initial. Then we are going to encaster the left end of the beam. It's a fixed support in our beam. So I'm going to choose mechanical symmetric encaster. Click continue. Click the leftmost point of the beam. Click done. Then give encaster, last option, which will arrest all degrees of freedom. Again we are going to give one more condition. Since this is a simply supported beam, there is a roller support at the right end. So for roller support, again the step is initial and the mechanical displacement velocity. Click continue. And choose the rightmost point. Click done. Now we know we are going to arrest 2 degrees of freedom, uy, urz. We are not going to arrest ux or u1. Okay, then click OK. So now you will see small triangle appearing here and here. This specifies that we have given the boundary condition. Next we are going to create load. The step is step 1, mechanical and pressure. If it is a point load given in the question, we go for concentrated force. But in our problem, it is clearly given as UDL or pressure. So we give pressure, click continue and select the beam element. Make sure the beam element is selected, click done. Now it will ask you the direction, in which direction the pressure is going to act, either in the upward direction or in the downward direction. You are going to click the appropriate color. Downward is yellow, upward is magenta. So far as the pressure must act on the beam in the downward direction. So we click magenta. The value of the pressure, you need not give negative value because you already specified the direction. So directly you are inputting the value from the question. It is 10,000. Click OK. So now you can see the pressure lines forming on the beam. Next we move to mesh module. And before defining, make sure that you have selected part, since you have given mesh on part instances, and go to seed part control. Here you are going to first define the mesh size. The default is 10. So if you give apply, you can see mesh points appearing on the beam. So click OK. Now you are going to mesh. Just apply mesh part, give yes. So now your beam is meshed. You can see small lines. The beam is divided. When you zoom in, you can see the beam is divided into small lines. There are small gaps between the lines. This is called discretization in finite element analysis. So next we move to job. job module, we click job manager and we are going to create a job. Click the create button, click continue. The next dialog box, everything is again default, so click OK and click on the job and click submit. Just click OK. Now Abacus starts running the analysis. It is going to input your job file. It is going to input your instance and carry out the analysis. So you wait for the completion of the analysis. Based on the system capability and the size of the nodes given, the analysis may take the variation. There is the variation in the time of the analysis. So you just wait for the status to be completed. You can monitor the status either in the job manager or in the command below. You just wait for the status to be completed. So now as the result is completed, you are going to view the result by clicking the results button. So once you press the results button, Abacus loads the visualization module, which will be displaying you the result of the simulation. In this, you are going to select the option plot deformed shape with the contours. This option, plot deformed shape with contours. Once you select this, it is going to show you how the beam has bent. You can zoom in and see the beam has bent in this way, and the stress distribution, 1 measure stress distribution, is displayed as a colored contour with the red as the maximum value and the blue as the minimum value. So red, these areas are highly stressed, and blue regions, that is near the supports, are very much less stress. So now to view deflection, you are going to choose U. S is stress, U is deflection. So you are going to choose U. So this will show the deflection contour of the beam. The maximum deflection is in the middle region of the simply supported beam, that is this red region, and the minimum deflection are near the support.